history of Ferrari that's going to parade right in front of everyone's eyes. And the first one is the very beginning of Ferrari. Ferrari 166, and then MN stand for Amelia. Absolutely. I mean, a little barchetta, and I know you know everything, so you know why it's called the barchetta.
It refers to the style of the body, which is really it's typically called a spider if it has a removable roof. M, as you heard Max said, or Millimia. It was really the first car that Ferrari offered in both road and racing car versions. Enzo Ferrari recognized you had to sell cars in order to be able to pay for his racing habits, so to speak. That was Brian and Kimberly Ross from Ohio. Can we slow the cars down, please?
Wow, it is a Ferrari.
It is a Ferrari, that is true.
Ferrari 250 GTO just flashed in front of your eyes. I mean, probably one of the most collectible and desirable cars, collector cars, Ferraris in the world.
That's number 7. Perhaps is one of the most beautiful open Ferraris of all time.
Next.
Yeah, there we go. That's
it looks like we've got a Ferrari 250 Tour de France, a 1950s car. This is the late 50s, and again, similar to the Daytona, this car was nicknamed the Tour de France after its wins on that very epic rally. It was a rally that went all the way through France, 6 or 7 days, and Ferraris dominated this event at the time. It was thanks to its powerful engine and reliability, because we didn't own an Italian car, but actually in the 50s and 60s, that V12 engine was a fish. See coming in, the 275 was the evolution from the 250 again. Front engine, 12-cylinder berlinetta. Berlinetta means the two-door coupe style in Italian. A car that was made for the road, also did some racing at the time.
This was the first Ferrari that did not come standard, believe it or not, with wire wheels. It came standard with steel rims. This was also the first split of the engine transmission. It was a transaxle to the rear of the car with the front engine, all in the interest of weight distribution of the car. Really also kind of Ferrari's answer to the Lamborghini.
365 GTV4, but not many people refer with that name. It's got a much better nickname that we all like, don't we?
We all call them Daytonas, which was not to Enzo Ferrari's liking. In fact, he hated it. So the car placed 1, 2, 3 at Daytona, and the press referred to the car, nicknamed it the Daytona. To me, one of the most beautiful Ferraris. Many coach builders put their stamp touring, put their stamp on a Ferrari.
You could buy a chassis and engine. I mean, Ferrari was known for its engines and chassis. Staying in the 70s, we've got the little Ferrari, because it's actually a V6 instead of a V12, 246 GTS, called the Dino.
1872, and these have really caught fire in recent years. They were oftentimes looked down upon by the world as it's kind of a budget Ferrari. No way. I mean, it's every bit of Ferrari. It just happens to be the only Ferrari that does not have a Ferrari back.
In the 70s and into the 80s, you can see the lines of these cars getting more and more modern. And now, this is the first mid-engine production car. And I can tell you, when Ferrari went to the
opposed to one another, they look like they're fighting. And if that sounds like a really odd concept to you, go drive your Subaru, because the Subaru is built the same way. It's a boxer engine.
I cannot believe you just compared a Ferrari to a Subaru. We have the sheep in wolf's clothing. I think I can refer to that. You saw the 250 GTO parading in front of you. Well, this was the 288 GTO, using that same 3 letters, Gran Turismo Homologaciones.
And these were kind of contrary to the rest of the world at the time. These were fast, nothing compared to a 288 GTO in the marketplace. This was 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds in emission-strangled America.
They are sort of a set of cars. It's so great to see them all together. And this is a Ferrari F40.
And the wild look of the wing is the fact that this was the first Ferrari, modern day, a Ferrari that employed Ferrari's F1 technology and brought it to the street. And again, the 40 designation referring to the 40th anniversary. This is a twin turbo car. Still looks fast.
It still looks fast. Really great to have a next car in the line of the supercar set, the hypercars if you like now. The Ferrari F50 exactly following along with the thinking behind the F40.
To go in to the dealership and buy an F50, you actually leased the car for a 2-year period of time. Leased the car before you actually bought it.
Next up in the lineup is the Ferrari Enzo. This was 60 years of Ferrari. This is 2000, early 2000 and 2003 car, and Enzo Ferrari by this time had obviously passed away. And again, same lineage, repetition, or racing technology.
For those of you who the car is driving towards you right now, you look at the front of that car, and it really resembles a Formula One race car, which it was essentially, if you took all the body panels off that car, carbon fiber, all kinds of crazy materials that were used in the design of that car to give it a super lightweight and ultra high performance.
The last in the lineup of the Ferrari supercar is the 2017, and the most fun with that sort of set of cars, if you like, is the 2017 La Ferrari. Same principles. At the time they were using curves in Formula 1, and this also is a hybrid car. It has that curve.
This is the most powerful Ferrari, street Ferrari I should say, ever built at 950 horsepower. So in combination with the motor, it had the curves technology or the electric technology added to the car. Just a remarkable automobile. And again, we're talking about speculation, same kind of thing.
Probably the newest and most modern car that you'll see in our lineup now is the Ferrari Monza. This is the Icona series. This is a series of Ferraris that were made as a callback to the old cars of the time. And it looks like, Bill, we have the most expert of drivers in the Ferrari Monza. He doesn't normally do this. Normally it's quite busy today.
He normally is, and it's great to see our founder, Bill Warner, there at the wheel. Bill, do you know how to drive a car like this?
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the stick shift. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Warner at the wheel of the Ferrari Monza. I think he deserves, he doesn't have a horn, he does have a horn, there we go. He deserves a round of applause, absolutely. The founder of Amelia Is and Concours.
This is an SP1 Monza. If it was an SP2, there would be a second seat in the car. So Bill's not with Jane driving around there just by himself. This car